Thank you for joining today's session. So friends, today we'll go to the chapter 2 from the book IKIGAI. Yesterday we went to the chapter 1. So this is a small and beautiful book about the good lifestyle and how to live, long and happy life. So let's get into the chapter. Yeah, if someone joined new today, the book we are discussing is Ikigai, and the authors are Hector Garcia and Francis Milares. A Japanese secret to a long and happy life. So today we'll go to chapter 2, which is the anti-aging secrets. Little things that add up to a long and happy life. So what are the small things that we can practice or implement in our life that can lead to a long and happy life? The first one, aging escape velocity. So here the author says that our life expectancy is increasing, from past 100 years, little by little, our life expectancy is increasing every year. And the scientists say that if our medical, our technology is growing, if it grows more, then we can add 1 year of life for every year we live. That's how it can be. That is called the escape velocity. That's how the speed of growth is happening everywhere, that we can add for each year we live, we can add a year full of life. When the small, adding every year, that's how the technology can help us. Technology is like the rabbit moving death further away. Here the author says he's comparing, our life and death with a rabbit. We all know that rabbit here goes into the race, right? Suppose if you see, our death is a sign, and you are trying to reach that sign. And what if with the technology and all it develop and it moves that signs at a speed, the same speed at what you are trying to reach the sign, if the sign also moves in the same speed, that means you will never reach it. That means you will never get old. You'll always stay young. That's how things can happen. And some scientists believe aging can be overcome. When the technology and everything is developed, then the aging can be overcome. We can achieve that. While some believe that this is not possible, because after the age of 120, our body cannot regenerate the cells. So our body has certain limits. So 120 years after that, our cells may not regenerate. So some scientists believe that, while some believe that this can be possible. Right? Active mind and youthful body. So we all know that mind and body are connected, right? They send signals. The mind sends the signals to the body, right? So they're all connected. So if the mind to be active, the body also need to be active. That's how together they work, right? That's how this gives a youthful body. Sound mind in a sound body. So brain needs constant stimulation. So mentally, if we are happy and strong, we need to meet a lot of new people. We need to do new things, try new things, and learn something new each day. If we do the same thing again and again every day, what happens? The body or the mind memorizes things and it goes into autopilot. It does it by default or it does by unconscious. But when you learn new things, the mind is active, right? It forms a lot of new neural connections. And that's how, we stay active, we stay young. We are keeping our mind and body, work and active, right? So they all say always try new things, learn new things. Even if you're doing the same thing, try it to do a different way. How you can do differently or what new things you can add in the same work. That's how we need to work. Then there should be something new in our daily life. Learning improves mood and self-image also. We'll feel confident You'll feel happy also when you learn something new. When you try something new, if it works, you feel happy, right? Social interaction. Here, the author says, we need to be socially active. That also keeps our mind and body youthful, right? We need to have a good interaction with people. That also prevents isolation and depression. Staying alone, being with yourself is good, but sometimes you need to interact with people, you know, share your wisdom or listen to them. It might be positive conversation, but you need to have some interaction. Curiosity slows mental aging. If you're curious, learning new game or trying something new or curious to know things, that means you're active, right? That also keeps slowing the mental aging. Otherwise, your mind just, grows old. That means you're not giving anything, so it becomes dull, right? So by following these things, we can keep our mind and body active and youthful. Stress, accused of killing longevity. So stress is the main reason why people get old. You know, stress, it accelerates aging because when we are in stress, our body, doesn't perform well. Right? Lot of, chemicals get released, adrenaline or cortisol get released. Our memory doesn't function. We don't have proper sleep. We don't eat. Our immune system gets degraded. There are a lot of, side effects when we are in stress. So ultimately, our body gets aged faster when we are in stress. It's damage the healthy cells and also the telomerase, which is the productive part of the cell that also gets weakens. Because of that, our cells cannot regenerate. So when we are in stress, a lot of things happen in the body. The shortens the telomerase, cell protection, and highest cells is faster degeneration. The more we are in stress, then it degrades our health, and also the aging also starts happening. So short term stress is fine. We need it, to keep active and to do things, but long term stress nowadays, instead of actual danger or physical, you know any work, we are just creating those things by constantly thinking. Even though we don't have any stress, what happened yesterday, or worrying about the future, we are constantly creating the stress. So we should be mindful that it's impacting our health, right? So we should come out of that or practice some mindfulness or meditation to overcome the stress. That's what the author says. How does stress work? So, as we said, stress activates the adrenaline and cortisol. It releases the chemical hormones to keep our body active so that we go into the flight or fight mode. That means we need to do some action to come out of that situation, right? It might be in a physical danger. When we have physical danger, then this gets activated. But now, as we constantly think, you know, even if you had some heated argument with your friend or at your workplace or at home, we go into a stressful state. So our body doesn't know that it was just a conversation. It thinks there is a physical danger because we say a lot of things. We heat, right? We have a lot of heated argument. The body feels a threat and it goes into fight or fight mode. And when the stress is there, then you have a poor blood circulation in your body. Then you are not in a situation to think properly. Your sleep gets impacted, your memory gets impacted, you have a high blood pressure, right? A lot of things happen. So ultimately it leads to, a lot of health issues and also aging process also. It supports, faster aging process. So these are some of the, side effects of being constantly in the stress. This is what happens in our body. So be mindful about reducing the stress. So now we all know why we get stress and what happens when we get the stress. So now author is saying be mindful about reducing the stress. How can you reduce that? By noticing your thoughts and reactions. Being more mindful, about your thoughts and emotion. When you practice meditation or mindfulness, you are constantly aware, you're in the present moment, you notice what you're thinking, how your emotions are, right? And emotions also play an important role, right? In stress, We just think, what happened in the past, and we worry that person said this or they said that. We feel low. We don't eat. We don't feel like doing anything. We just keep that memory again and again. That also impacting our health, right? We cannot be happy also. Turn off autopilot. So when we're in autopilot, we are in unconscious mode. We do things without our knowledge, right? Many things we do. We comb our hair, we do a brush, we do certain things. We're not aware because every day we do, our body knows it does. The same thing, the thoughts and emotions, if you're not aware, then they just run in our mind. So you have to come out of this autopilot and be aware what you're thinking and what you're doing. Focus on the present moment. The more you are mindful, you will be in the present moment. Practice meditation and also breathing exercise you can do. Regular mindfulness increase longevity. The more you are mindful, the more you are aware, then it increases your longevity. That means you can feel and look younger and youthful. Right? Not only in the physically, but mentally you feel young, you feel active, you feel happy, you feel joy that ultimately reflects in your physical body, in your face also. A little stress is good for you, right? Your author is saying a little stress is good, but too much over stress and prolonged long-term stress is not good. But a short-term stress, small stress, when we try something, right? We do a housework or at workplace, or when we try new things, then we have small stress that is good, that keeps us motivated, that keeps us active, right? That is good. Small challenges are healthy. So we need the stress so that we are motivated to do things. Purpose-driven stress improve habits, right? When you align with your purpose and when you do those, truly improves your habit also. Active workers often live longer. When you're active, when you're doing your things, and you're physically doing a lot of things, right? That means you'll live longer. You're making your body also work and you're giving and you're mentally and physically active and fit. If you just sit, that means you're not, right? You're being lazy, your body is not active. So engagement is early retirement, right? Just move from early retirement to do more and more engage in whatever you do. Balanced stress strengthens resilience. When you have balanced stress, not too much or not too less, just what the right amount you need in your regular life, if you can balance that, then it strengthens the resilience. You can do your work without getting too much upset or worried or judging others or getting anger. Normal stress where you can, overcome small challenges or try something new, right? When you learn something, even, first time you don't understand, but when you try next time, you will understand this. There might be a few stress, how will I learn or can I do it or not? That is fine, but worrying too much, that is not good. A lot of sitting will age you. So we all know this, but how much times we are able to implement this? Sitting too much speeds up aging because our body is not getting any physical activity just by sitting and doing the regular, our work in a laptop or office work. It's again degrading our health. Linked to obesity and hypertension, physical inactivity damages telomeres. To the telomeres to get stronger and thicken to produce more, then physical activity is needed. So here the author is suggesting daily 20 minutes of walk, take stairs, reduce the screen time, stay socially active and physically active, do some physical work, and sleep 7 to 9 hours. Right? When you do these things, then definitely you'll have a good health. And of course, when you do meditation also, it releases the feel-good hormones. So it ultimately reduces the stress and the sleep also. When we do meditation, the 4 to 5 hours of sleep is good enough. We will have a good sound sleep. But otherwise, those who are not doing any meditation, any practices, for them, of course, they need a good amount of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of sleep to have a good, proper health. A model's best kept secret. So the author is saying this is the best kept secret that many follow, and that's what he's trying to reveal. That mostly we all know, but we don't implement. It is sleep 7 to 9 hours every day. When we sleep, then melatonin get reduced. The body produces the melatonin, which is powerful antioxidant, which improves our immune system, right, and keeps the body calm. There are a lot of benefits of this melatonin, and naturally, when we do meditation, also our body releases melatonin because we are going into the deep sleep state. The same benefits we get in meditation also. It supports your immunity and heart health also, and lowers the Alzheimer and osteoporosis. Your memory get increased. All of the disease get dissolved when you have proper, releasing of this melatonin hormone. But nowadays, people don't get proper sleep. They don't even, they sleep, but they have thoughts. They are not going into deep sleep state where this melatonin can be released. So even if you sleep for 10 hours also, if there is no, if you don't have a good quality of sleep, then again, it's not a use, right? So you should have a good sound sleep. And of course, when you do meditation or mindfulness, you can achieve this. And of course, it reduces the stress, alcohol or caffeine. If you have any of these addictions, you can reduce, you know, and balanced diet and sunlight will also help. That's what the people of Ogami in the Japan, they follow all this to keep themselves, very active and long living also. And that's why the people there could live more than 100 years because they follow all of these things. That's how the community is there. They socialize with each other, they help each other, they interact, they never retire, they do work. And whatever their passion, their skill is, they work towards it. That keeps them joy and happy and motivate each day to get up and do something. Anti-aging attitudes. So not only stress, the physical activity, but how we feel, our attitude also impacts anti-aging, right? So if we are positive, if we are happy and joy, it supports longevity. And if we are, emotionally we are low, negative, then we are in the stress. So emotional awareness reduces stress. If you are aware what you're thinking, then of course you can reduce the stress. You can reduce the mental rumination, the unwanted thoughts and emotions. Serenity in difficulties keep you young, right? When you're aware, when you're mindful, right? Many centenarians lived purposeless lives. So those who lived for 100 years, they lived a purposeless life. There was some purpose, there was some meaning. That's why they could able to live there. They were, loving the life they lived. They were enjoying the work they did. That's what kept them motivated, and following a healthy lifestyle also added up. So living long is not, a big thing, but living a purposeless life is important. How we are living the life is also important. Lifestyle matters as much as genetics. We all think, right? Any health issues or anything is because of genetics. That impacts a very little person. Now the epigenetics came, right? We can overcome the epigenetics, genes related issues. But what lifestyle we are following is matters. When you are, follow a healthy lifestyle and with meditation, you can change your subconscious programming and overcome your health issues also. Many times the health issues and everything is just because of subconscious programming. That's why what we have attracted. When we change that programming and follow the healthy lifestyle, we can overcome the health challenges and health issues also. And we can overcome the aging also by staying positive, joyful, calm, and forgiving others. If we hold a lot of emotion within us, right, that's also adds up. So we need to release, we need to forgive, we need to free ourselves so that we can be happy and joyful. And nodi to longevity, that means being grateful, right? That's what they all followed is eat small amount of food every, Yesterday also we learned the people there, they eat only 80%, not 100% till they're completely full. They eat 80% and keep 20% empty. Sleep early, wake up early, walk daily, stay connected with your friends, enjoy all seasons of life, keep moving body and mind. Keep your body and mind healthy. Body with physical activity and mind learning new things, right? And trying things, learning new wisdom, That helps keep your mind also active. Don't focus on age, focus on living. Don't just wait for the, days to pass and become old, but instead live your life happily, try something, make your life a meaning for yourself and for others. That's what Ikigai says. If you find your Ikigai, you will be happy. You will always be motivated. So finding your Ikigai is important. So many of us, we know, we found, but if you don't know, you can ultimately find. You can try different things and ultimately you'll realize what is giving you happiness, what you really want to do. No matter, it might be next to 10 years or something, you won't get bored of doing the same thing. What is that one thing? If you identify that is your Ikigai. So the final summary of this chapter, longevity is not just about advanced technology. It is built on, right? To stay happy and younger, it's not about technology and everything. It's mainly built on mental stimulation, stress management, how you manage your stress, your physical movement, good quality of sleep, your positive attitude, and purposeful living. When you have all these, when you follow all this, you can increase your longevity and you can have a better life, stay young, calm, and active, right? And slow the aging process also. So, thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful to you all. Of course, many things we know in this chapter, but when we learn, the same thing again, it's forming a strong neural connection in our brain, and we can implement not all, but slowly we can implement few things in our day-to-day life. When we, learn or read some books or learn some wisdom in our day-to-day life, somewhere when we're doing things, suddenly something comes up. Oh, okay, yesterday I learned this. I will try this. That idea comes or it strikes in your mind so that you'll be motivated to do things. Yes. Yeah. If anyone wants to add anything or want to share, you can raise your hand, friends. Your thoughts or anything you want to add about the book and about the chapter, you can unmute yourself. We have some 2 minutes of time before we go into meditation. Yeah, please to share your thoughts.
So, Ikigai meaning what exactly? You told something.
Is finding your purpose or, your skill, it can be.
Okay.
Yeah. Suppose if for me, if you ask, teaching this meditation or doing this session, that is my ikigai. I feel happy, right? Every day I'm motivated to do. If I don't like, I won't do, right? So this is what I feel happy, or this keeps me motivated. So same everything, everyone will have something. It might be your talent. If you like singing, you can do singing classes, or if you know art, you can do painting. It can be any of your skill that you know, right? If you do it regularly or you can teach others, that can
Okay,
become
whatever makes us happy. Okay.
happy. Yes, that's what. He's saying you can make your purpose your career also. That can give you money. At the same time, you can help others also. If you know some talent or skill, you can teach others, right? In that way, you are helping others. At the same time, you're doing what you want. So you can
Yeah.
make that. Yeah, that's what the overall meaning of Ikigai is. Living your purposeful life or doing what you like. So when we do this, it keeps us motivated. We'll be happy and we can live longer and happy life also.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank- Yes. Want to add anything?
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely this book gives, again, motivates us to find out what exactly the skill we have. From childhood, we suppress many things. Like we thought we have to do something. I mean, we have some passion, but due to lack of, the resources or the time, So we, just ignore our passion or skill, whatever we have. But, once you identify that skill and, work on that, but definitely everyone, sometimes some people we do job for, for our survival, right? To get money for survival. But sometimes we do work, but we don't like, but only for, our survival purpose we do. But everyone has one thing, definitely we have something, identify our passion or skill to identify that and work on it, either, singing, dancing, or, playing any sport or reading books or anything. So, and if it is, you can apply that in day-to-day life, you'll enjoy that. So, yeah, author clear beautifully explains. And also, if you see that the stress and longevity, aging. So every author says that mindfulness and meditation, right? So that is the importance of meditation. In this author also says, he says that power of now the present moment is, reduce the stress, and mindfulness, meditation, all these things. So yeah, we can say we are all on right path. If you continue to meditation, we can overcome many things, and we can find our ikigai, when you practice regularly meditation. That's all I would like to add. That. Thank you.
So, Ramesh garu, like the books beside you are all those books are the ones that you give knowledge to us.
Yes, those are visually I created, but they are all in my mind. I have one library, but yeah, myself and Apurva, we have to read. Apurva has already started reading, but I'm just listening now, but I have to start. So maybe that is my ikigai. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, both of you.
Yeah, thank you. See, if we read book by ourselves, that understanding is different. But when we discuss in the group, right, we are sharing information, wisdom. We are all learning together. That's the intention. And there are so many books, wonderful books that we can learn and gain wisdom, and we can practice in our day-to-day life. So along with meditation, we thought we'll implement this also. Yes. So yeah, our intention is to at least complete all the books on the shelf. 1 million books. Let's target.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, friends. So with this, let's go into the meditation. So as usual, we'll do the view. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands as you see in the picture. And cross your leg at ankle if you're sitting on chair or sofa. And just observe your normal, natural breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe the breath. As you observe your breath, you're going to that empty state or the meditative state, right? That there you feel that energy. It can come in any way. It can show up in vision, or you feel some sensation. That anything can happen. Just be as an observer. Don't use analytical mind. If you see anything, if you feel anything, just observe what's happening. When you come out of the meditation, then you can think, okay, what happened? But if you think or use your analytical mind at the time, you will lose that experience. Our goal is to just empty the mind. Don't think, just be as an observer. In meantime, if you get any thought, bring your attention back to the breath. You know the difference, right? If you're thinking something means what you know, that only you can think. If something unusual, if something comes beyond what you can think, that is the meditative experience. So the difference you can understand easily. So just observe your breath and let's do this meditation. Follow the guidance. Dear friends, sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Just relax. Scan your body from head to toe. Just go through your body from head to toe. Observe each organ's sensations. Just relax. And now observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, our mind becomes empty. Just be with your breath, dear friends. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get attached to it. Don't get carried by your thoughts. Whenever you realize you're in thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath. This time we are spending for our own self. We are all into the group meditation. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Come back to your body, dear friends. Recollect your experiences. What did you feel? Friends, at this moment, let's express gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to your family members, friends, and everyone you know. Be grateful to plants, animals, and Mother Nature. Be grateful to all the technology and devices which we are using, through which we are all connected. Elevate yourself with this feeling of love and compassion and feeling of oneness with each and every one. Whenever you are ready, place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all had a good meditation. Friends, we'll meet you all tomorrow at the same time, and we'll go to the chapter 3, followed by the meditation. So thank you for joining. Have a good day and good night, everyone.